Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back again with another 4K and Blu-ray collection update and unboxing. If you all don't know me, my name is David and I review movies here and at cinemadeviant.com. I started doing this as a way to give people a heads up as to what's coming out now and in the upcoming weeks as far as 4Ks and Blu-rays go. Now, we got a good amount to look at today, so let's go ahead and just jump right in. First up, we have Amelie right here. Lovely, lovely movie. It's been a good while since I've seen it, but it's such a great movie. It's I don't want to say it's a rom-com. I'm gonna throw it in there in that category, but it's much more than that. It's just so, like, you'll be smiling the whole time. I'll just say it like that. Um, but the one thing that you're gonna notice right off the bat when you watch this movie, and it'll probably stick with you, and anytime you see this artwork, you're gonna remember the tone of the movie, the way it looks, the cinematography, the way everything was just shot and edited. That was like my biggest takeaway from it when I first watched it. It's been a while, so I cannot wait to revisit it. And if you have not seen this one, definitely check it out. I have a pretty good feeling that you're gonna feel the same way. Here's the artwork here. Here goes the back here, in case you guys don't know what it's about. And then let's go ahead and open this up. But this was one movie that I remember. I believe it was the early 2000s when it came out. I would see this cover art everywhere. And it wasn't until I saw it that I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is going to be one of those movies that will forever be embedded in my brain. Let's go ahead and take off the J card here. And again, lovely artwork. This is just a classic artwork here for this movie. Love it so much. And again, very simplistic. And it works. It has a matte finish. And then here's the back of the steelbook right here. And here is the Blu-ray copy for Amelie, which has some nice disc art. And again, as I always say, interior artwork really matters. And here we have some really nice interior artwork. Once you see the movie, you'll get why, or the significance of this shot here. Very meaningful. So really, really great. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Amelie. And this is on Steelbook on Blu-ray. And this one is out now from Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. Fantastic. And it's nice to have a Blu-ray, I'm sorry, a steelbook of this. So that's really cool. Love that. Next up, we have the Book of Clarence, which this is one I have not seen. I've been wanting to see it. Actually, am gonna probably pop it in right after filming this. I've heard so much about it. I was gonna actually watch it before this video, but I didn't get a chance to. But I've heard a lot of good things about this movie. I feel like it's right up my alley as far as the tone. I've seen a bunch of trailers and things like that. To me, I get the vibe of like a satire, which is I'm gonna assume that's what it is. But it looks humorous, but has obviously religious connotations to it. But the cast is amazing. So that's one thing that really interests me about this movie and makes me want to watch it, is just the cast itself. You have a great cast, a very interesting story, and I'm there. So here goes the artwork here for the front, and then here goes the back, in case you all don't know what it's about. And if you have seen this movie already, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments. All right, and then here we have the artwork for the Blu-ray here, and it does have the artwork. It looks like a version of The Last Supper. And then here goes the front, back and spine for the Book of Clarence, and this one is out now as well from Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. Fantastic. Like I said, the cast already is just, it stands out to me. Lakeith Stanfield, I'm a big fan of. Alfred Woodard, was it Caleb McLaughlin is in it, and then you have James McAvoy and Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, come on. Next up, we have a show that I did not think that I was going to enjoy as much as I did, even though I really love the original source material. This it knocked it out of the park, and that's Wednesday, season 1. I really loved it, and you know, be that as it may, with me saying that I did not think that I was gonna like it as much as I did, I kind of was like, duh, afterwards, because it is by Tim Burton, you know, so it has the same feel, the same tone as everything else. I do feel like Jenna Ortega is starting to get a little too much out there, I guess. But I still do love her as an actress. I think she's amazing, and she just embodies this character so much. She reminds me of Aubrey Plaza a lot in her delivery, you know, and stuff like that. So I really highly enjoyed this one, and I highly recommend it as well. If you guys have not seen it, but I mean, if you haven't, that's kind of weird. Like, what are you waiting for? Here's the back here. But she's really good in this as well. Just gonna pop this open, and I'm curious to see where they're gonna go with all this, because I think I did hear some rumblings that they were gonna do a Fester series as well. So I wonder if they're gonna, you know, kind of continue down the line and do other things with some of these characters, and then end up doing like some team up movie like Avengers, and and it's gonna be called the Addams Family. I don't know. Here we have, let's see, we have disc 1, very basic with the logo right there on top, the title, and then disc 2, same, just the title up there, and then here we have the interior. This one actually does have interior artwork, which is a cool little extra there, and then it has the episode lists right there. I like it whenever they do stuff like that. They include at least an episode guide right there, and then here goes the front, back, and spine for season 1 of Wednesday, and this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. All right, let's go ahead and continue right along. Next up is an animated movie of a show coming from Cartoon Network. I love this show, and that is Craig of the Creek. I became a huge fan during it was a family trip. Me and my son were stuck in a hotel room, and we popped on Cartoon Network, and we ended up down the rabbit hole of this marathon of Craig of the Creek, and we ended up really loving it. So this is an animated movie based on that show, and this is Craig Before the Creek. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but I'm excited to watch it with my son, and I'm sure he's gonna be pretty pumped to check this out as well. But yeah, so as you can see, here is the artwork for the front. Here it does say exclusive poster inside, so that's pretty cool. And then here goes the back. Any of you all out there, you know, fans of Craig of the Creek, or am I the only one? I'm like probably the only one my age that's probably a fan of this show. Like I said, it does come with this poster. Wow. Okay, this is it feels like a really big poster. Let's see if I can open this up. Wow, that's a really big poster. But it's of the artwork on the front of the DVD there. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a pretty cool little extra. Again, little things like that kind of get me hyped. I'm like, this is cool. And then here we have the DVD itself. And don't let anyone. I don't want anyone to think otherwise of me. I know I'm all about like 4K and Blu-rays and stuff, but I still collect DVDs. I still buy DVDs, especially if it's something that you can't find anywhere else. I'll still get it. Really cool artwork here. Like I said, it's just like the front. And then here we have the disc art right there. Craig right there, right on front. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Craig Before the Creek. And this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. I legit, like, I'm legitimately excited to check this out. I'll report back if you guys are interested, because there's not a lot of people that I know anyway that watch Craig of the Creek. Next up is something that it's a personal pickup, and I thought about this show the other day, and this is one that I do feel like, you know what, somebody or whoever distributes this needs to put out a proper Blu-ray release of this. I didn't even know that they did a DVD release of this, this is what it is. And this is the Max. This is the complete series. It was only one season, but I loved this show. This kind of was a spin-off out of Liquid Television on MTV back in the day, which is another show that I feel like, I think that there's like music rights involved with that, why they can't put it out. But I would love to see a release of that as well. This is based on a comic book, and this was probably around the time that Spawn, the animated series, I think, came out, or maybe it was a little bit before that. This was a lot darker, a lot more serious, it was adult oriented. And they showed it on MTV, as you can see there, back in the day. Back in the good old MTV days, before of all the Jersey Shore and all that other stuff. But somebody has to put out a really proper Blu-ray release of this. I would buy it in a second. You know, and then the Liquid Television, I feel like the only way that you could possibly find it now is if through bootleg. And don't even get me started with the bootleg stuff. That's another conversation in itself that I have my own opinion on. We can get into that in another video, which I do intend to address. But anyway, but yeah, so here's the cover here. If you guys have not seen it, you owe it to yourself to check this out. It's so good. And then here's the back here. And I was a fan of the comic before this even came out. And I still do have the first issue of this comic. If you look at the comic and then look at the animated series here, it's like almost it jumped right off the page. It's so like spot on, so perfectly done. And you really can't say that about adaptations very much anymore. Probably the most recent animated adaptation that I could think of that is very like pretty spot on is Invincible, the recent animated show on Amazon. So good too. But anyway, definitely check this out if you guys have not seen this already. It's very affordable. I think it was like $15 or $12, something like that. I found it. Like I said, I didn't even know that they did a DVD release of it, and I had to pick it up and revisit it all over again. It's been a while. Oh, this is interesting. So, I don't think I've ever seen a case like this, and it comes from I don't know how it's pronounced, Scanavo. They're the main company that does the steelbooks. and stuff like that. But I don't think I've ever seen a case like this before. That's kind of cool. I dig that. And there we have disc 1 and disc 2. Go ahead and take these out. Really nice. I love the artwork here. It does look, though, like it's just like a kind of like a sticker. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about. The quality is a little weird, but I don't care. Like, this is just amazing to be able to have the full series, the season, like an official released copy of this is really, really cool. And here goes the front, back, and spine for the Max. And obviously this is out now. But this is cool. And I can't even see like who it's released from. It just says DVD video disc. What you can see there. I don't know. And the spine right there kind of just says the same thing. This is cool. I highly doubt that this is a bootleg because it came sealed and all that stuff. It looks pretty legit. Oh, you know what? I see it. It is. It is. I can see. I don't know if it comes out closely. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's a burned disc. And I got this off of Amazon. Mind you, you can tell. Yep. I mean, again, I'm not going to complain about it. I've been wanting a nice, and I thought this was an official release. They fooled me. It looks really, really, really good. Obviously, this case is from Scanavo, the company that does Steelbook. It's not put out by them. But anyway, I want to say so much about bootlegs right now because it literally just like happened to me. Like, I mean, as you guys are seeing this and watching my reaction, I had no idea. In summary, just really briefly, I don't mind bootlegs. You'll have to wait for me to explain myself a little bit more. I won't do it in this video or bore you, but I don't mind bootlegs. There are certain things though. There's like rules and stuff like that I go by. Anyway, we'll hold off on that. Next up, we have Watchmen, the Ultimate Cut, and this is a pickup for me. I hadn't gotten around to picking this one up. I found this one for like $5 online, so I was like, all right, I gotta pick this up. I don't think that I've seen the Ultimate Cut, which was one reason why I had been wanting to get it for a long time. And the Ultimate Cut is the director's cut with the Black Freighter animated movie or short in it, weaved in it. So I'm actually excited to check this out. I love Watchmen. This is probably, again, one of my favorite Zack Snyder movies. I know every Zack Snyder movie comes with this like asterisk that you might not like it, or either you like it or you don't. Almost for the most part, there's almost never any like middle ground. It's either you like his stuff or you don't. I liked it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I tend to watch this one once every, I would say at least once or twice a year. I love it. Let's go ahead and pop this open. And here goes let's see here, the Ultimate Cut right here. So this is the one, I'm going to be watching this one probably tomorrow again, which will make, this will be the second time this year if I watch it tomorrow that I've already seen it once, like maybe a couple of weeks ago, but not the Ultimate one. So that's why I'm excited to check it out. And then here's the director's cut, and then another disc with the special features. And those are stacked together, but that's fine. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Watchmen, the Ultimate Cut on 4K Ultra HD. And this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. If anybody out there has a slipcover for this, that's the only thing I'm missing for this bad boy. If anybody has a slipcover out there, let me know. Next up is something that I found in, I've been, as you guys have probably seen on the channel, been heading to Walmart to scope out those $5 steel books. And you guys are probably sick of me talking about them. But I went one last time to go see what they had. Didn't find much of anything anymore. Everybody's kind of picked everything clean. But just randomly, I found two. And it was the weirdest thing. I found Hellboy. And this was at like the very bottom of the bin. And upon further, kind of looking into it a little further, this is not a part of the other $5 steelbooks. And this one was $5. This one, I was looking at like the listing, like I scanned the barcode, and on the URL it came up code black. So I'm gonna assume that this was either my first thought was maybe like a Black Friday leftover, or two, came from a previous $5 bin drop. I don't know, but I thought this was pretty cool to find in there. And I never picked this one up, the Steelbook. I have the movie, which I'm 50-50 on. I do think David Harbour, though, was a great Hellboy. He's not Ron Perlman, but he was a great Hellboy. And then this one is the reversible Steelbook. So you pop that back on there. Pop it back on there like that. But I do prefer this one. I thought this one looked cool. And then let's go ahead and pop this open. And here we have the Blu-ray and the DVD. So just real quick, just in case, I'm going to go back one step. So you can see the difference between an actual DVD and a burned one. Just so you get, the difference. I'm sure you guys probably already know, but yeah. So that's that. That's the difference between those two. And then here's the interior artwork here. Nice look at the horns there for Hellboy, and then the title right across in the middle. And then here goes the front, back, and spine. This is, like I said, it's the reversible Steelbook there, which is pretty neat. I like that they did that. And this one, like I said, it was a weird $5 find at Walmart. But pretty stoked to have it in the collection. Again, don't have it. So I'm like, all right, cool. And it looks, like I said, to me, it looks much better this way. Continuing on, I should say, is another one that I picked up in that same bin. This was at the very bottom too, the Saving Private Ryan Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. This one was a little bit more. This was $7.50. And I'm gonna assume that, again, well, this isn't a Lionsgate release. This is a Paramount release. So I'm gonna assume that this was a part of another weird sale drop in the bin. But yeah, so, and I don't have Saving Private Ryan, this Steelbook of Saving Private Ryan, in my collection. So I was like, why the heck not? It's cheap. Blu-ray, very basic, and DVD as well. Love this movie. It's been quite a while since I've seen it. I've seen it a ton though, but it's been quite a while since I've seen it, so I might have to just pop this one in again. Here goes the interior artwork here, which is really nice. And then the front, back, and spine for Saving Private Ryan. This one is out now, and I found it in a $5 bin at Walmart. So, again, you never know at this point what you're going to find, even besides stuff that, like, you guys may be looking for right now. Dig deeper. That's all. I guess that's probably the best advice I could say. Just dig deeper. You might find something really cool. Sometimes even the bins, like they have bins that are like in the aisle, like in the aisle. I found a bunch of like titles that were just like wedged in the back because people stack them up and then the stack falls and they'll slide to the back. I found tons of movies back there. So I mean, it's just all it does is just time, time and effort to look for something. This is another recent release that I got the same trip to Walmart. This one wasn't $5 though, but this is a Walmart exclusive. This is the only way that you can get this title on 4K, 4K Blu-ray and digital copy included. I have yet to see this movie. Normally I'm not behind on Disney movies. I'm usually pretty like day one whenever it comes to any sort of Disney release. This one I have not seen yet. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out very, very soon. I love the look of the steelbook though. So I definitely had to get this one. Just in look, in the look of it itself. Really, really nice. And there goes the back there. And then here we have the 4K disc. And the Blu-ray disc as well. And then here is the interior artwork. And the front, back, and spine for Wish. And this one is out now from Disney. And like I said, this is the 4K steelbook that is a Walmart exclusive. So I would say pick that one up. That if you're wanting that 4K, definitely you have to pick this one up. Look for that one. I do have a feeling that this one's gonna be a hard one to find. It's out there now. I saw plenty, but for some reason I don't know. There's something about it that's telling me it's gonna be a hard one to find. Next up, I picked up the Hunger Games 4-movie collection, and this was at a different Walmart trip. I picked this up there. This is a Lionsgate release. It has all 4 movies. It has this nice looking slipcover here. Really, really cool. You will never believe how much I got this for. I got this for $15. And I looked up the price. It was like $60 or something like that. $15. And I inspected the heck out of this thing to make sure that it was, nothing was damaged on it or anything like that. The only reason that Walmart discounted it to $15, mind you, was that the shrink wrap was torn off of it. It was torn like up to here or something like that, something around like this area, and it was just flopping around, and it had a $15 sticker on it. So I was like, are you sure? And so I got it for $15. You can't beat that, really, really cool. Here's the artwork here in the front, and then here's the back as well. And then we have all the movies stacked here. Let's see. This is one side. Let me look here on the other side. This is the other stack here. So this is Hunger Games on 4K. And then Hunger Games. Ooh. Hunger Games on Blu-ray. Catching Fire on 4K. Catching Fire on Blu-ray. And then we have Mockingjay Part 1 on 4K. Mockingjay Part 1 on Blu-ray. And then Mockingjay Part 2 on 4K. And Mockingjay Part 2 on Blu-ray. So, pretty sweet deal. Nice interior artwork. I dig that. Front, back, and spine looks amazing. I love this artwork. I still haven't picked up the other one, the newest Steelbook. Now I'm gonna have to get it to match this set here. Yeah, pretty sweet deal. $15. I mean, I really did, honestly, I really got lucky this go round. Because I got another Steel. Literally. And it's the Expendables 1 through 4 Steelbook set. And this one I also got for $15 because shrink wrap was torn. That's all it was. And I inspected everything, every little corner, everything before I dropped $15, which is not really much when it comes to a Steel, like, you know, a set like this. It has some nice weight to it as well because it has all the movies. I love the artwork here. This artwork is amazing. And yeah, so $15. And here goes the back here. So literally scored. And I think they were about the same price. Scored both of these, which would have probably cost me probably about over $100 for $30. So really truly got lucky. Now the one thing I did notice, and this is a very odd thing that I just so happened to catch, and so I've had my theories on this, but none that I can really super validate. I was kind of looking at it in the light, and I don't know if this is gonna come out on screen here, but right here it might. Right here where the cigar is. I don't know if you guys can see that. If you look really closely, there is, it's like this like outline right here of this title, the Hunger Games title. And it's outlined like right above, or right like in the middle. You see the M like right here where the cigar is. And I started thinking, I was like, well, oh man, I was like, well, maybe it, like, they had them smushed together or something and it pulled a little bit off of the paint. But that's impossible because it's like the right way. It would have been like backwards or something. So when they did this, it could possibly be that maybe while they were printing the artwork, you can see the word collection right here. You have to look really closely. But it could be that maybe when they were printing the artwork for this, that, I don't know, somehow like the outline for this one was still on the printer or something. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know how this works. I'm just speculation. I'm speculating on this, but it's pretty interesting to see it. And now I can't unsee it. Now, if you just look at it like this, you can't tell. You don't see it at all. It just so happened that I went like this and I shined the light on it that I even noticed it. So that's very odd. But anyway, other than that, perfectly nice looking set. Beautiful, beautiful artwork here. I love this. This is amazing. And then here goes the back here. I've yet to see part 4. to be honest. So this is perfect timing that I found it. Here we have, let's see here. These are stacked just like the Hunger Games ones. So we have the Expendables right there on 4K. And then the Expendables on Blu-ray. And then Expendables 2 on 4K. And Expendables 2 on Blu-ray. And Expendables 3 on 4K. And Expendables 3 on Blu-ray. And Expendables 4. Expendables on 4K. And Expendables on Blu-ray. And more beautiful artwork here. The nice interior artwork looks amazing. Love that. And then here's the amazing looking front, back, and spine, which has connecting artwork here. And this one is out now from Lionsgate. So again, like I said, I really and truly lucked out, especially with these two. It just, like I said, so happened that they were... all that was wrong was... the shrink wrap was just off. So it just tells you right there, again, you can't... I don't know, I can't make this up. But it was really cool to be able to have these in the collection. They look really nice as well. Again, I'm more in line with steelbooks, especially. Like, you have some nice artwork on there, and I'm there all day, every day. And even the majority of the times, if the movie's bad but has some really, really good artwork, I don't care. I'll buy it. I look at these almost like, you know, like well, I mean, they kind of are small paintings, you know? So really, really cool. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you dug it or found it informative in any way. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well, because I will be coming back with more videos as always. Look out for my my topic video a little later, pretty soon. Anyway, with all that being said, we'll catch you next time.